Hey, what's up, dudes? Welcome to the channel. So I got that adapter. Oh well, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. So I got the adapter in for the exercise bike, which is what I am on right now. Now, when I did these videos in the past, I had a table in the other office that was like over here to this side. Um, and so it was kind of easy to like finagle the things. So you saw that I was on the exercise bike, but well, I don't have that in here at the moment. I didn't want to set up like the tripod or anything. Maybe I will moving forward because I have it and I can control it from my phone. So that would make sense. But anyways, on the exercise bike, there's this little shelf thing, right? So where you can put your tablet or whatever, on it. And I go to put my phone on it, but it's tilted back, right? So originally, like, you could just see from like here up. So I've got this thing behind it now to kind of even it out. But I feel like at some point my phone is going to fall off of here and then make a big mess, and then that'll be the end of the video because it'll probably turn off. And yeah. So I'm on the exercise bike today because I was doing some talking to a friend of mine who does running and stuff like that, like as their thing. And I was talking about, how much I weigh. So like right now, I'm at so I fluctuate between like 287 and like 292, depending on how much food I eat, like that day. And so, the original conversation was like, hey, I want to get some shoes, which I still haven't gotten shoes yet. And I know Luvian's going to be like, yo, dog, get those New Balances. Which I might. We'll see. He talked about those. He talked about some other shoes called like On Clouds, which he said are really good. But he was telling me that realistically, like, I shouldn't be, like, he said that if my only method of like working out or like doing cardio was to do walking, then by all means do walking. But if I had some way to do much more low impact, that I should do that, which is why I, got the adapter for the bike, because, I was going to start the bike earlier, but then I think I threw the adapter out when I was cleaning everything, because I know I had like a whole bunch of cords, and I was like, bah, F all these cords, I don't need these cords, until like a couple weeks later when I'm like, man, where are all those cords? And even if I find them, now I have like +1 AC adapter. It's not the end of the world. It was like $8, right? So the plan is, he was saying that I should try to get down to like 275 or lower before I like really start to do like an excessive amount of walking or jogging or anything like that. And so my knees have been doing pretty good lately. Mostly just from, getting up and being more active. This ring has been good because it sends notifications to my phone to stop being lazy and get up and move. And it'd be like, yo, dog, do you realize you haven't moved in like 6 hours? Do you want us to mark you down as like have taken a nap? And I'm like, I did not take a nap, thanks. So going to try to do this for like 10 to 15 minutes a day, at least, starting out. So I lost a lot of weight back when I first moved into this house. Because when I moved into this house, I moved in with like my ex-girlfriend, right? And during the time, she hit me like real depressed. Like I probably ballooned up to about where I'm at now. Had me depressed, gaslit, wrapped around her finger, stuff like that. And so finally, when I got tired of it and I kicked her out of my house, I replaced her with this bike and a bunch of like lifting equipment in the basement, so to get back into shape. And so, you know, I did the whole like out of spite thing. You know, I'm going to lose a whole bunch of weight. And so what I used to do, the way I used to like motivate myself to do this, was I would just watch like a single episode of anime. You know, and then I worked myself up to like 2 episodes of anime. And I would always like make it so that I could only watch that anime or show, because I went into watching a show at some point, when I was on the bike. And so for me, you know, at the time, I'd never seen Hunter x Hunter. And so I picked Hunter x Hunter because I was like, well, this has got a lot of episodes, you know, and we'll just crush through this on the tablet. And so that was what I did, you know. And so sometimes you'd have like real hype episodes, and I'm just like, nah, man, I can keep going. Nah, bro, I can keep going. Next thing I know, I'm like 4 episodes deep, you know, and that was with beginning and end. So, you know, that's like what? An hour, 20 minutes of steady state cardio. I'm just drenched, but it was a good way to keep me motivated, right? So I don't think I'm going to do videos like this every day, but expect these sprinkled in, because I don't want to do the same videos every day. I don't want to just do a video of me eating. I don't want to do just a video of me doing cardio, because I feel like either one, I'd be putting out Asmongold levels of videos. Like, yo, dog, here's 10 videos a day. Now, probably would be good for my YouTube channel, right? Because, you know, some of them are going to get picked up in the algorithm. Fantastic. But I don't think I have that much to talk about every day. It'd be different if I was reacting to videos while I was doing this. But the way this room is set up, well, it's not very easy. You know what I mean? Like, the computer's over there, monitors are the other way. I mean, maybe if I shifted everything, I could do that, but the green screen wall's over there. It's just not going to work. You know? So, I think I'll just pick like one thing every day, give or take. See how long I can kind of keep that up, type deal. You know, no big thing, no big stress. Just kind of keeping it where it is. Man, my cardio is like real bad too, though. So this is good. Like, the plan is I'd like to go over to Japan probably early next year. I might just wait and go during cherry blossom season again, because that was good. That'll give me time to like lose weight, fix my legs and my feet. Because, dude, the first time I went to Japan, bro, I was not prepared. I was not prepared. My feet were destroyed. My legs were destroyed. I was entirely too fat and out of shape. So, and considering You know, I wasted probably a good 6 months out of this year not doing much with myself. I think we'll be getting back into it. I have to see if the freezer in the basement is good. Because it was part of like the short circuit that like fried everything on like my water system. And I might get a bigger one for down in the basement. And then the plan is, so I'm going to get a hind quarter of cow, like 60 pounds of chicken, or maybe some pork, and then just shift full keto. With being able to get greens and stuff just, delivered to my house, that's good because cauliflower, broccoli, it's one of the things that I never really did a whole lot in like previous runs of keto. So I want to definitely make sure that I'm getting, leafy greens and stuff back into the system. Because previously, my idea of like, oh, vegetables was just, here's a cup of ragu. Which, I mean, if you look at ragu, it's mostly just a cup of sugar. It'd be nice to get, like, find a pasta sauce that's, like, very, very low in sugars. Maybe I'll look into that later. I do feel that if I'm going to do these videos, I need a drink. I need, like, something within reach distance. I'm kind of just in the corner of my gaming office at the moment. Not really. I mean, I guess I've got this ice maker right back here. I could reach back and get something there. But regardless, not the most, easily accessible. I got a window right here. So if it's too dark, I'll just pop this window open. So, the other thing too with the bike is it'll be nice for those days where it's like 10 degrees outside and I'm like, I ain't going out for a walk. Like, no thanks. That's not my jam. It'll be interesting to see if this ring picks this up as activity, seeing as I'm not walking. One thing I noticed was that sometimes this ring will pick up my driving. Like if I drive into town or something, it'll be like, hey dog, we see that you did 30 minutes of light activity. And I'm like, I did not do 30 minutes of light activity. So that was a weird thing. I put the activity as like, yeah, I was driving, I guess. So there's that. But, yeah, we'll see. I think I need to, like, compartmentalize things about, like, what I want to yap about. Because, like, through the day, I'll be, like, watching a video or, like, reading something. And I'm like, man, I want to yap about this thing. And then I completely forget about it when the camera comes on. Which this is the phone. So yeah, I guess I could just bring the GoPro up here. Put this off to the side. Maybe we'll do that. I need to do more with the GoPro. So later today, I'm waiting for stuff to come in from Amazon so I can scrub the basement floor. Like, I've never had, like, a good scrub brush, like one of those, like, heavy-duty, like, plastic bristle scrub brushes. So, that is what I'm going to be doing later. I guess I could have just waited to do that for cardio. Oh, well, we'll get 2 things of cardio in today. I was going to take a shower right after this, but then I remembered I was waiting for that, so no sense in doing that. And we'll just double up. We'll just double up on the cardio today. But do we hit 15? We hit 15 minutes, 3.5 miles on the bike. You know, it's a start. So here, oh, I can't turn it around here. Oh, yeah, there you go. Anyways, as always, if you like this content, here's my office. Well, behind me, anyways. Yep. Anyways, as always, if you guys like this content, like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy, homies. Peace out.